I am afraid of failing, but I do it anyway. And by doing it, even if I'm afraid, I will learn quicker. I just jump into it.
Most people have the opposite problem where they have an idea or they think something might work, but they don't get into action when it comes to creating the books.
When you have your own business, you're gonna make sure that everything happens when you want it. You cannot delay anything. You have to make it and never push things forward.
I'm sitting here with my friend and I want to discuss a concept and a quality that I've seen in him and that I think is one key to why he's gotten the results that he's gotten so quickly. And this one quality, I name it the speed of implementation, which is how long does it take between getting an idea and verifying that the idea is working to taking action. And Ian, my friend here, he's been very quick to not only get started with publishing, but also to implement what he's learned from me in his publishing journey. So, Ian, can you tell us, is this something that you've always had? You've always been quick to implement things, or is this something that you had to develop?
I think it's a part of me, and I think I'm not afraid of failing. And without being afraid of failing, I am afraid of failing, but I do it anyway. And by doing it, even if I'm afraid, I will learn quicker. I just jump into it, and hopefully it will help me to get better. And I think that's the key, that don't be afraid of starting, and don't be afraid of taking risk, because life is everything is about risk. If you risk, you will get a bigger reviews, bigger
rewards.
Huh?
Bigger rewards.
Bigger awards, yes. And yeah, that's how I do things.
So one thing that you definitely have is you have a lot of books already. So you've implemented so quickly that you have too many books, you could say. And I think that most people have the opposite problem where they have an idea or they think something might work, but they don't get into action when it comes to creating the books. But you've been very fast in getting an idea for a book, and then yes, you've been sometimes verifying with me, is this good, is it not, and then you simply go into action. And one thing I've also noticed is I could sometimes be okay, but we can do this tomorrow, we can do this now, or we can do this later. But you're always let's do this now instead. Let's what do I send? What do I write? It's never okay. We can look at it next week. It's always now. And I think that is one thing that is separating you from probably a lot of other publishers.
Yeah, of course.
So one example that I can bring from my own journey is back in 2018. You know, I've talked about this book with you. I asked one person that I know, do you know any trending topics? And he mentioned one topic, and I looked at it, and there were about 4 books. And quickly I created a book, and within 2 months it was live on Amazon. And then in November and December of that year, it made roughly $20,000 each month. And that is an example that if you do implement quickly, you can get rewards very quickly as well. So that wouldn't have happened if I didn't take action quickly. And sometimes when you implement quickly, not everything will work, of course. But the more shots you take, the more likely you are to hit the goal. Do you agree with that?
100%, 100%. When you have your own business, you're gonna make sure that everything happens when you want it. You cannot delay anything. You have to make it. You have to make it, and you have to make it, and never push things forward. Do it now, and make sure that you do it now, because maybe there is no tomorrow. There's only now, and let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We could have procrastinated on making this video. We could have said, okay, the setup is not perfect. We don't have the perfect background, or we've just gotten out of a swim. We need to make our hair, or whatever it is. But if you always try to make everything perfect, then you will never get anywhere. So take imperfect action from time to time, because you can always adjust as you go. And that is one thing that we're doing constantly with our books. We're considering, okay, this book didn't do well. What can we do better for the next book? Or is there something we can do for this book? I know you, Ian, you have one book that you asked for to make changes, even though it was already live. So that's something you can always do. You can always make second edition to the book. You've also updated a couple of covers that you made in the beginning, and same goes with the description. So all these components that you can change as you go about your business, consider making those decisions not hasty, but rather quickly once you think that it's good to go. So I know that Jeff Bezos, he talks about a door that has a return. So it's a swing door. Can we go, when we open this door, can we go back and we can adjust? And when it is a decision like that, where you can go back and you can change, then you can make the decision quicker compared to it being a decision where if you go through that door, there's no turning back. So that's also one thing that you can think about. What are is this decision, can I change it? And if you can, then I say go. What do you say, Aaron?
I agree with you. I have like 3 books that I have been publishing, have been published, and there are some bad reviews for these books, and we correct them, and we make sure that the next reviewer will be fine with the result of the book. And just because I was not afraid of publishing it, but the reviewers, they were not happy with some things in the book, and we adjust it, and we make sure that the reviewers are happy next time. So everything is about doing it, and make sure to fix it if it requires that.
So that's what we have for you today. Take action, and best of luck with your own self-publishing journey.